when you're talking to agents that are captive, most of them don't know about the independent space. Like, I just found out about it. This is October, and really educated on it in July. Where, Alex, when you and I started talking again, I didn't know 6 years ago when we initially talked that there was a difference between captive and independent. I had no clue, no idea. And I spent 6 years, I heard the term, but had no idea what it meant.
Wow.
And then when I found out, it was like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this the slower way, just the wrong way for me. The big advantage and what I identified years ago was I would be meeting with the client. And the thing with a captive agency or captive company, you only sell the products that they have created or that they have in their inventory, right? So I had two whole life policies to sell. I had one universal life. I had a choice of 4 decent term policies, and then I had fixed annuities. Those are the main things I had. Of course, I got my securities license, so it opened up the door for other opportunities, but I could only give you what life had to offer. That means if they rated you, that's the best I could do. If they declined you, we had reinsurance, but I couldn't shop carriers. I had one. And so for this, I had to tell people, with felonies in the past, I can't help you. I've had to tell people with prior cancer, I can't help you. I had to tell people with diabetes, I can't help you. And so it was just, I was always pushing business away, So the big thing was now, not only can I serve, when I look at it as market share or marketplace, I can serve a much larger, share of the marketplace because I can serve a lot larger. And even within that household, if you're thinking about the individual, there's just so many other things I can help them with now. And now they can see me. I don't have to refer them out to another agent, probably an independent guy, right? So
that's right.
And so that was a big one, right? Like, freedom to operate at the speed you want to, having the best product for that customer is probably the number one difference. I know hands down, if someone says, "Oh, I have an annuity at," and they can list, they can give me a list of agencies that are mutual based or fraternal, and I know that we can beat their product just because the competitive advantage is so much larger. It doesn't even, because if you can quote, let's say 15 companies versus one, there's a strong chance you're going to have a better price and product for the individual customer.
Now,
Alex said the other day. Go ahead, Alex.
Just to be clear, we don't give them 15 quotes from 15 different companies.
Correct. No.
There's some go-to companies that we know that we can get them covered with, and when you start getting more, like Jonathan's starting to learn more of our products, you'll have an opportunity to branch into other products. But it's a fun discovery process to watch Jonathan go through this, and he's like a kid in a candy store, right?
Oh my gosh. Well, even like Alex, and I love you point that out, because I rarely quote more than 3, because it is too much information, right? But even with like the leads, that's another massive aspect, right? I did it for 6 years with no leads. I guess I had leads, my warm referrals, networking. A lead is anyone you can talk to, I guess. So I had leads, but I didn't have leads like this. And it's just that opportunity within itself. Having someone ready to talk to you and not having to, 1, hunt them down, and then 2, convince them that they need you, which is a funny habit I've had to break, or trying to break, right? It's been interesting. But that's another thing, Bruce, and anyone else, like that's a huge advantage, is we have people ready for you to talk to that need your help. Will you go talk to them? I think is what it, that builds to. So
yeah, there's so many advantages that we have. So, and it's made a big difference in your income, right, Jonathan?
Massive. I'll say this. I hope it's okay to say, Alex.
Go ahead.
So year to date, what I had made I've produced here already.
Okay, so define year to date, because you didn't start with us in January.
Correct. So year to date for women would have been January to the end of July.
Okay.
So that's 7 months. And then I started fully committed full time the day after family reunion. That's when I started marketing my own business, Facebook page, everything, right?
Yeah.
No longer marketing. That was August, we'll say August 1st. So August, September, and then half of October, I've produced as much as I had brought home all year. So it's a 2.5 month difference versus 7 months. And I don't even feel like I'm like, there's different paces to it. And I don't even feel like I'm walking yet. Like I'm still just, yeah. So it's been crazy, man.
Dude, well, I'm so proud of you. And, you pulled the trigger when you needed to. And we first started the recruiting conversation 5-6 years ago, like, kind of at that time when you joined. It's been a wild ride since then, dude. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.